All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Well, Don Henley just took to social media, which doesn't happen all that often, and has basically said that Deacon Frey has essentially quit the Eagles, although this is rather interesting. The timing of the announcement, plus over the past few weeks, the Eagles have said that Deacon Frey had an undisclosed illness, which, again, we still don't know what that illness was. But now we are learning that Deacon Frey is now out of the Eagles, which is fairly big news. This is what Don Henley had to say. Deacon Frey has devoted the past 4.5 years to carrying on his father's legacy, and after some weeks of reflection, he now feels that it is time for him to forge his own path. We understand completely, and we support him in whatever he wishes to pursue in the years ahead. In the wake of his dad's demise, Deacon, at age 24, did an extraordinary thing by stepping from the relative anonymity into the very public world of his father's long, illustrious career. We are grateful to Deacon for his admirable efforts, and we wish him well as he charts his future. Deacon's Eagles family will always be there to surround him with love, support, and goodwill, and he is always welcome to join us on stage at any future concerts if he so desires. We hope our fans will join us in wishing Deacon the very best as he moves into the next phase of his career. All right. Well, a lot of questions, obviously. Number one, why did they say his absence was due to an illness if maybe it wasn't an actual illness? Obviously, people weren't giving us updates on how he was doing. If it was a health issue, it would have been kind of good for his fans to know how he was progressing over that time. This post here seems just very diplomatic. You know, when rock bands do this sort of thing, typically you don't know the backstory to it. You don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. And I would guess that maybe this is just me, based on what the Eagles have been about. Maybe the working conditions weren't all that great for Deacon Frey. I always wondered why Deacon Frey wasn't singing certain songs that his father had originally sang, like New Kid in Town. I was just perplexed by that. I know we had Vince Gill, and I think what's happened, if I were to take the approach of, you know, looking at who's the better musician on stage, well, Vince Gill, obviously, better than Deacon Frey, and apparently you don't need Deacon Frey. And that's not cool, because nobody really sounds like Glenn in this band, and I think that's a problem. Vince Gill and Tim Schmidt essentially have about the same range vocally. That's why Vince Gill covered I Can't Tell You Why way back when, because that was the best match for his voice. Apparently the Eagles are doing well on this current tour, doing the Hotel California album with the full orchestra, and they're doing it obviously without Deacon Frey, and they're still selling a whole bunch of tickets. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. But again, I don't know how Deacon Frey has been treated. I don't know all of the behind the scenes information here. It does sound like a nice sort of send off, good luck, and best wishes and so forth if you want to get on stage with us and perform again. But it more or less is basically just another guy leaving the Eagles, and it's kind of sad. It'll be interesting to see if Deacon partners up maybe with somebody who wants to do Eagles music. Wouldn't it be cool if Deacon Frey and Don Felder got together, and maybe Bernie Ledden? It'd just be kind of cool. I don't know. I have some serious issues with how the Eagles have run their corporation over the years, because that's what it is now. It's a big business. Vince Gill is a marquee name, and Deacon Frey, even though he reminds everybody of his dad, is not his dad, and that's not his fault. And he was put in a situation where it was probably a little difficult for him, but I think he did do an amazing job. And I don't think the Eagles have this same gravitas moving forward without him. Like I've been saying, during this time where we weren't sure what was going on with Deacon Frey, I was saying that he was the one bright spot. If you're going to bring somebody into the band and you're going to keep that family legacy going, Deacon Frey, it worked. Don Henley sold me on it, said, hey, this is like the apprenticeship program. You bring in the son who takes over for the father, who is no longer here. And so that I thought was pretty good logic, but now Deacon Frey is no longer in the Eagles. I mean, how much longer can the Eagles go? I mean, I'm thinking they can keep going, unfortunately, because they've got Don Henley, who is still in the band, and they've got Vince Gill and Joe Walsh and Tim Schmidt, and people know all of those names. I'm wondering if they would think of maybe finding somebody out there who sounds like Glenn Frey to sing these Glenn Frey songs, because Vince Gill does not sound like Glenn Frey. He sounds more like Tim Schmidt. So anyway, that's kind of a big breaking news story here. Didn't expect that to happen. And how's Deacon Frey's health? How's he doing? Or was that just, a ruse? Was that just kind of cover for maybe some difficulties he was having with the band? We're not going to know today. We'll have to hear from Deacon Frey to find out what's going on for sure. But again, best wishes to Deacon Frey, as he was the reason I was still kind of interested in this. I mean, you got to have Henley, but you got to have Frey. And if you don't have Frey, and if you don't have somebody who can kind of sound like Frey, it's not the same. And it really isn't the same since Glenn departed this world. But if you're going to go forward, you need somebody who can sing those songs. And right now, nobody in the band really sounds like Glenn Frey. And I think that's a problem moving forward. All right, folks, that's the video on this topic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, Patreon for a measly $1 a month if you can afford that, maybe $2 a month, whatever you can do. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.